We're coming at you live here from Capilano University right after our Sunday service here at the Bridge Church. And this week we talked about Jesus walking on the water. And there are a bunch of things about this story that I think kind of surprised us. And maybe the biggest is that Jesus, as he's walking on the water, this well-known miracle, intends on passing by the disciples. And you look at that and you go, why is he trying to pass by? Like, why wouldn't he just go and help them? And we looked at these passages from Exodus and from Job where God passes by humanity because his glory is just too much for them to handle. And then we looked at this story where Jesus is passing by, walking on the waters, and then he gets into the boat with the disciples. And really the big point here was that in Jesus, the full glorious presence of God has come into our world and actually wants to get into the boat of our lives, wants to be present with us. And we talked about two different responses that we can have to that. We can either be hardened towards that and seek for glory in lesser things, or we can believe and understand that Jesus is God in the flesh, has come into the world to die on the cross for our sins, rose from the dead, and that because he is with us, we don't need to live with fear. We can live courageously. I just love this story. I love what it says about who Jesus is and what it says about how we are to live our lives in his presence. So my one big question for you this week as you reflect on this, which would be great if you did, if you didn't just take it and leave, but if you actually reflected on it. Here's my question for you. How can you live more fully in the presence of God and Jesus Christ?